My brothers and sisters, there comes a moment in every man's life when he must decide what kind of victory he seeks. A quick victory, shallow and loud, or a long victory, quiet and enduring. For the short victory is easy. It glitters, it flatters, it gives you applause today and abandonment tomorrow. But the long road, the righteous road, demands something deeper. It demands endurance. It demands sacrifice. It demands that you keep walking even when no one is watching, even when no one is clapping, even when no one believes you will ever arrive. And history has shown us time and time again that every soul who has ever changed the world chose the long road. There was once a man named Nelson Mandela, a young lawyer in South Africa, who dared to speak against the chains of apartheid. His dream was not a dream of a moment, not a dream of applause, but a dream of liberation. And they imprisoned him. 27 long years behind bars. 27 years where no crowds cheered his name. 27 years where the world forgot his face. But he held on. He held on because true freedom never comes overnight. It comes drop by drop, sacrifice by sacrifice, generation by generation. And when Mandela finally stepped out of that prison, he did not step out as a broken man. He stepped out as a president, as a symbol, as a testament that the long road produces a deeper victory than the short one ever could. His triumph was carved not by applause, but by endurance. I remember reading once about Booker T. Washington, born into slavery, a man who walked 500 miles on foot to reach a school, the Hampton Institute. He arrived with nothing, dusty, tired, penniless. He did not ask for comfort. He did not beg for shortcuts. Instead, when the headmistress handed him a broom and told him to sweep a room to prove his worth, he swept that room until it shone like the morning sun. She checked the corners. He had cleaned everyone. He earned his place not because he demanded attention, but because he dedicated himself to excellence. From that long road came the Tuskegee Institute, the education of thousands, and a legacy that still breathes today. That is the power of the long road. You see, my friends, we live in a time where people want the crown without the cross, the reward without the work, the destination without the discipline. But if a tree grows too fast, its roots remain shallow, and the first wind will bring it down. And so it is with a man, and so it is with a nation. During the Montgomery bus boycott, when we walked mile after mile through the blistering Alabama heat, there were days when our feet bled, days when our elders staggered under the weight of exhaustion, days when the night brought threats and the morning brought fear. But we stayed the course. For 381 days we refused to surrender. There was no applause in the night, no spotlight, no celebration, only the quiet knowledge that justice moves slowly, but it moves surely. And when victory finally came, it was not a headline, it was a history book. Not a moment, but a movement. This is what the long road produces. Not noise, but transformation. There is a young generation rising today, hungry for greatness, eager for purpose. But I say to you, do not confuse attention with achievement. Do not confuse followers with legacy. Do not confuse a loud life with a meaningful one. For there is a difference, my friends, between being remembered and being respected. There is a difference between being seen and being significant. And significance grows only in the soil of patience, sacrifice, and unshakable faith. And so I urge you tonight, choose the long road. Choose the road where you work on your character when no one is looking. Choose the road where you build your craft when the world is asleep. Choose the road where you stand firm in your values even when the crowd walks away. Do not chase applause. It dies before the echo fades. Do not seek comfort. It withers before the sun rises. Seek the journey that shapes your spirit, strengthens your will, and sharpens your destiny. For the long road is the only road that builds a man who can stand in the storm and not bow, who can rise in the darkness and not fear, who can lose everything and still remain himself. And if you stay the course, if you walk with courage, humility, and unwavering faith, there will come a day when your footsteps will echo across generations. For legacies are not built by speed, but by steadfastness, not by attention, but by intention, not by applause, but by endurance. So walk on, child of destiny. Walk on, seeker of truth. Walk on, builder of tomorrow. For the long road may break your back, but it will build your name. And when the world looks back upon your journey, they will not remember how fast you ran. They will remember how deeply you stood.